Okay, test. Let's make sure everything's working. Okay, I think we had a little bit of a disconnect. We had a little bit of a disconnection, folks. Sorry about that. Usually networks can be finicky among other shit, so we should be fine, hopefully. Oops. So let's get ourselves back in action. So again, sorry about that. But to give an example, we basically just got recruited by this guy to take care of some auto mechanicals.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month.
Oh, and we found some of this stuff. So, vending machines. We get resources and such if we look for certain good stuff. We can't do that. We could do some stuff here and just, take a look. So we got to deal with an automaton. So, journal. Die, robot, die. But don't worry, we're not killing robots. Die is German for the robot. The. Something must have disconnected or something. I came back to the tab and had to refresh. Yeah, something did disconnect, Larry. We had a little bit of a tech trouble, so that'll do it. So let's edit right here, and we'll resume. Just network's been a little bit on the wonk side at the moment. Do I hear something skittery? Oh. Ew. Those are, breadworms. Ugh. Yeah, they got into... Looks like they got into some food. Well, that's bound to happen. I hate it when it does that. Here we are. And that stun baton, for those curious, every weapon you utilize uses a kind of type. So you might have stuff that does plasma damage, which is great against organics, but lousy against mechanicals. Solid kinetic ammo, good against critters that are strong. You also got weapons, among other things. Whoa, hello! Like that.
Don't mess with
Ethology log for Terra mating habits. Kane Van Actor, Spacer's Choice, Ethologist assigned to Terra 2. This week, I decided to study Terra ray mating habits. The female Terra rays leave their nesting area in the morning and return in the afternoon with random objects, typically something shining bright. Then they build displays with these objects and perform what I can only describe as a dance for the audience of males. If a male likes what he sees, the two go off and nest together in one of the nearby trees. Gerald, if you're reading this, I'm done waiting for you. Collect my things and meet me at the next site. And don't be late. I expect punctuality from my assistant. Poor bastard. Uh-oh. Huh. Nice shot. And it vaporized them. So those are terror rays. Ugly things, aren't they? And that's a volcanic area. We stay the hell away from that. Because I don't want to be a cooked spacer. Uh-oh.
Not a peep from me.
Uh-oh.
All right. Nice one.
Yeah, I bet you didn't see that coming. Ooh. Heavy weapon armor. Neat. All right, we got some inventory. So one, let's put on that. Let's give our friend Pavardi some equipment because I'm sure she could use it. She's got tech skills. This is yeah. We'll give you some better armor. That way you do a little better. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. All right, we got a revolver. That little detour got us out, but hopefully that'll get us through. Anyway, let's continue on.
He ain't no threat. Bet I could fix him up smart.
That's the automaton scout.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
Nah. Nah, I could do it myself, actually. Thanks for the hint. But thank you, though.
That's not bad work, mister. You done this before?
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Oh, hey, don't you owe me something for the repairs?
Spacer's Choice reminds all colonists that serving the Spacer's Choice family is the highest possible reward. I have been programmed to deliver this pre-approved message.
Alright, I'll be going now. That's what I get for trying to ask a reward from a robot. But hey. Looks like this is a junk pile for whatever the heck it is, but, you know, hey, let's go scavenge. Nothing here, and, ooh. Ooh. Mag pick and some fast ration pills. Just what we needed. Eh? We could do a little sneak around. Maybe, you know, take a peek. Let's see. Let's put some sneak stuff here. Stealth skill here, and then we'll take a lockpick and see if that'll work. Oh. It's a transition to Edgewater, so I found a bypass to the backside. Anyway, let's go report back to our friend. I'm sure I don't want him stomping up here thinking that we basically got killed by a robotic forklift. Yo, we took care of the robot.
Bring us honor, soldier.
You don't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination.
Yeah, better.
You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer. A weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
You hid your secret weapon in a lavatory?
Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter.
Alright, I'll let you know when I find it.
On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
Alright, yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I'm more worried about some rando basically running off with it. I mean, seriously, who hides a weapon in a bathroom? Just to turn or miss, the enemy seeks to destroy our way of life. Alright.
Another day at the cannery.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
Wrong?
Yeah, huh?
I noticed you mentioned something earlier that I wanted to ask you about.
You mean about the mission being too clean?
Is it supposed to be clean? It's a church.
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
You're a mechanic. Whenever you see a machine, it needs to be fixing. I think that's what the vicar was going for.
Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me.
But you said right here at the bar anyway, you said if I asked if I was a drinker.
Sorry. I know, it's none of my business.
I like a drink now and then. And that's true, by the way, folks.
It's not like I think it a failing, mind. It's just I live right across the road. Most nights I watch folks out my window. When they come in here, they might be happy or sad. Mostly they're tired. When they leave, they're mad at themselves. Or they stumble into the alley and I listen to their hearts breaking.
Now, you're very sensitive, aren't you?
Am I? Well, it's just normal to me. Why isn't everybody else, I wonder?
Let's get back to it.
You read the latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
If only McDevitt's folk hadn't abandoned us. Cannery could use those extra hands.
Nothing we can do about that.
Sure there is. We can have another zero-G.
Alright, let's see where that is. Oh, convenient. It's not in the toilet. Anyway. Oh, this is the storage shed. Alright. Yeah. We ain't stealing from there. Be a douche to do that. Just picked my curiosity. Anyway, let's go continue on. Maybe find... Box windows. Order now. Adds beauty and verisimilitude to your frontier home. Those are fake windows designed to make it look like a real building. Huh.
I don't have time for this.
Here we are.
Bring us honor, soldier.
Yeah, I found the package you mentioned.
Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
Huh. How do I use this injury customization unit exactly?
There's a workbench right through this door. Attach that unit to your favorite weapon and go forth into glorious battle. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
Conveniently, don't worry about that. I think you already gave me that passcode already.
I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
Okay, seems simple enough. I'm gonna get one of those, but how do I get one of those logic modules?
There's the rub. If a mechanical breaks down, the logic module fries. So you can't rip one out of its corpse. You're gonna have to find an intact model somehow.
Alright, Havarti, is a logic model something you can help with?
I don't reckon so. I work with gears and pistons and such. Stuff you can put hands to. Computers and mechanical brains are outside my ken.
You know, she names the mechanicals she fixes. Calls them Bess and Clancy and so on. You keep a careful eye on her. Could be a sympathizer.
Seems... What are you planning?
Don't tell anyone, all right? I've got a contact. A real expert in the inner workings of the automaton. We are gonna rip those mechanical secrets right out of their circuits.
Edgewater's in the middle of nowhere. You don't have a contact.
Well, excuse me. What I meant was I'm going to get a contact. I didn't know I had to be all prissy about my grammar around you.
Alright, but whatever. Seems simple enough.
If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
Alright, I'll let you be. Yep, we got weapons mods, but it's best to save those later when we get some better equipment. For now, let's put some good stuff on, so... We'll find some new mods later on. As Chief of Terror on Monarch. And while we're here, let's go take a look at some grave matter stuff. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Alright.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier.
Hello, are you there?
Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Take it easy. Mr. Thompson didn't send me. But then I did hear about you muttering yourself. And what the heck's gotten you so nervous also?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
So, you're Martin Abernathy.
What? No. I mean, I might be. That depends on who's asking.
I'm not looking for each other. I'm just here to collect your gravesite fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
Knows what?
I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm sorry to hear that though.
You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me that. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
Depends on what you need.
Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work, that's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Yeah, alright, I got some... Alright, not so fast. I do got some questions about that.
I'll do what I can.
Why can't you just buy the medicine, yourself?
I tried medicating myself with adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I can tell. Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. Company policy.
In other words, the company won't treat you because you're already sick.
More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough.
I assume there's guards?
You will not find any guards within sight of that old place. Marauders, on the other hand.
Can you tell about these marauders?
I have it on good authority. There's a gang of them squatting there. I advise stepping softly.
I think I've heard enough.
So you'll do it then?
I'll make sure to do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
You're taking all the risks, trusting me, you know.
I know that. But I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
I'll leave you be.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Huh?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
He's got symptoms of something. You're saying it's You're saying it's psychonomatic?
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
What do you need it for? That's what I'm curious about.
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let me worry about that.
Alright. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
I get it. You need someone to smuggle your medicine under the table.
Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons.
I'll think about it.
That's all I can ask of you.
Anyway, while we continue, let's go take care of the rest of our objectives. Alright. Don't mind me. Here we are. This must be number 3.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
I guessing you're the foreman?
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you.
Graveside fees, I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
Wait a minute, these papers aren't signed in your name, Granger.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
Wait, you have to pay for neighborhood gravesite fees?
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
You said the guy shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Must be tough losing family.
Eugene wasn't family.
I thought you said you were the closest living relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
You can't be serious!
I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
He was a person, not an asset.
Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
I'll let you get back to work. But seriously, can you believe that? They could literally basically consider suicide in this place, vandalism of company property. Ah, good Lord Almighty. I might as well rest up.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got in.
Just between us, Wilson deserted. Lost his nerve. Ran off in the thick of night.
You kidding me? Damn. Always thought he was made of sterner stuff.
I think he was plagued. Guess he didn't want to die in the sick house.
Plagued? Ah, shit. I had some of his salt tuna.
Moron.
Ugh. Alright, hey-yo.
This is where the magic happens. Well, science. But it still happens here.
Alright, that sounds good.
Hey, that's... I mean, if you need it. Okay.
I wasn't gonna steal it. I'm just taking stuff that... It's the basic law of the rules. If it's not red, it's okay to steal. Mates Division. Welcome, Holcomb P. There are 3 current open trouble tickets. Select an option to proceed. Alright, let's take a look at the first one. By Thompson, AG loader serial failure on startup, status open, priority medium, steps to reproduce, try again, kick the loader, curse injured toe, I have entered a minimum of 8 steps, try it again, it makes a rattling noise, maintenance notes, dang it, Clancy, I just got you back on your feet 2 weeks ago, not you got feet, but you imagine what I mean, seems like a stator's off axis again, we'll clean it out and resit, Clancy's guts got caught and all pulled out, likely account of somebody trying to restart him over and over again. Need to rewind all the coilings to 4. Okay, starter's working, but there's something else off. Have to wait it's quiet and spin him up for a listen. Trouble, this one's priority. Thompson off, failure of a main counter-production line at heat processing. Executive. Startup procedure line. Schedule, observe proceeding cans, first batch heat processing stage, 1 or more loud popping noises, smoke, smell of burnt salt tuna, overheat klaxon on monitor 6. Flame jets for exhaust ports, automatic shutdown. Maintenance notes. Likely as not, Bess got an indigestion from being made to eat something that ain't made to. Again, heading over now. Alright, ticket issue has been open 0 days. Damn mechanicals. Priority set reset to low by executive level. Admin rule applied by Thompson R. Reason trouble ticket filled by Miller L. Look northwise and Z northwise. Blasted uses translator near scrap pile. Could be northeast from town. Observe mechanical. Clanking route on menacing light. See it. It's right there. Maintenance notes. No note on this ticket yet. Well, looks like we found the mystery. This guy basically was... That mechanical was them, but... Besides, don't worry. I need to rest up before we get moving. Besides, before we depart anywhere, we need to get some supplies. Ooh, tossball picker. You know, makes me feel bad that I'm basically just robbing my companion's old home, but hey, we need supplies and, you know, bread neuters, bought pre-sliced bread and...
Hungry, I could open up a can of something.
Well, that would be nice. But I think we'll be fine for now. I just need to make sure to get some stuff.
My dad's... It's an office. Just my office.
Alright. Alright. Terminal. Open last search. Robert Holcomb enter Q read search to enter depose new entry. Open last search. Searching. 2 records found. First entry. Indumati left Edgewater today. She's been reassigned to Terra 1. I kissed her goodbye at the platform and asked her if I ever see her again. We both know the answer was no. Look up and think of me as I look up and think of you. Transcript note from Indumandi. Robert, they won't let me keep her, but I know you'll raise her with love. Perhaps that more than I would take time. You are patient and present in a way that I am not. The company says that she has no name until you give her one. How about mechanical engineering? 1 record found. Open last entry. I sat up last night reading through the Young Spacer's Guide. Almost started reading it out loud from habit. It's been 10 years and I still have parts of it memorized. Reckon use it the next volume at work at the cannery. There's an unused office where I've been taking my lunches. May as well read the whole thing again.
Oh, you like flowers? I can't find many kinds around here.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to find those.
I don't like coming out here. On the street and stare.
Yeah, that could be a pain in the butt for sure.
If you need to go, I'll wait outside.
Don't worry, I guess that's the bathroom.
Easy.
Besides, each time we do that, we get experience. Which is useful. But before we go, I need to rest up. Nah, we need a nap. Resting in bed is relaxing moves time for. In Supernova, you can only rest on the bed of your ship. Yep. So you can't sleep in another person's bed. But it saves resources so we're not huffing stuff. Anyway. Let's go take a look around. I'm going to look around town.
Wish
Ooh.
we had some better rations.
Don't let the boss catch you saying that.
See what we got here. Ooh. Bert Cotton. Bertie Cotton, retirement, base of choice, writ of execution, effective immediately for Bert Cotton, former vicar, station Edgewater Vicarage, no longer in good standing with Halcyon Branch Orders of Scientific Inquiry, wanted large and dangerous, wanted for destruction of company property, murder of a company worker in good standings, sedition, and unauthorized use of medical supplies. Generous bounty. Ooh. Doc, Maybell, and those 3. Alright, maybe we could get ourselves a little side job while we're here.
I've never actually been in here. Seemed scary from the outside.
Hello.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing up promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free.
I heard you need help with your marauder problem. I'm here for hire.
As a Spacer's Choice constable, I am authorized to grant you legal authority toward apprehending wanted criminals. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller.
Alright. Well, that's one.
A friend of mine died a couple weeks back. Still ain't past it.
Nothing I can do about that.
Alright, let's take care of one last mission before we depart.
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Alright, you.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Ooh, I can show you my Do your haircuts come usually with a free lecture? Because otherwise I can show you my hands.
We don't believe in free anything here in Edgewater. We're a Spacer's Choice company. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Well... Wait, prepare my remains for what?
Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We make you presentable.
One last murder? Not much of a last murder, we're just gonna figure out. Speaking of burial, Silas sent me to collect your fees.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
That's some... Hey, don't be so hard on yourself, man.
I have to be, if only to prepare myself for my inevitable dressing down at the hands of corporate. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Wait. Well, why don't you just give Silas an IOU? Can't that work?
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know when I think of anything.
Much obliged.
Maybe I can talk to Silas and I can, see what we can work up with. The Dissident Hunter. When indentured servants are freed, anarchy soon follows. Oh, good lord. This is like some serious Elon Musk hell that'll happen. Yo.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this fella.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
What you talking about, Silas?
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
I'm sorry, Pavarti.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
Yeah, about those fees you wanted.
You run into any trouble?
Yeah, Comrade said he can't really afford to pay.
Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room.
Are you suggesting extortion?
That's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
Alright, I'll take a look at that. Maybe we can find something collateral. See what else. Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. A glass for every class. Anyway, let's continue on to the next spot. Here we are. Alright. We'll take a look here. Examine. Conrad. Receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's gonna have to call in for what it is. Destruction of Spacer Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody had to pay for his body price. This is gonna ruin us. I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry him out. We'll sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet. Use the bits to pay his body and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows.
What can I do for you?
You sound like you have some training. I have a thing. How about this? I know about Eugene. Why not use his teeth as collateral for your gravesite fees?
You know about Eugene? How?
I found a note from Phyllis.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
I'm sure he won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
You sure about that?
I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
I told Eugene killed himself. What happened?
Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
Oh. That's horrible.
It's a miracle of bureaucracy. If Eugene's death were filed as a suicide, we'd all pay the price for his crime. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Alright. Well, before we go...
What can I do for you?
You seem to be a lot to bits had some training. I know a thing or two about medicine.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Only if you were to use the term doctor loosely.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
Alright, that's good. So our good friend basically here's there, but let's go turn into Silas and get that mission and get our payment debts done. And then we can depart, because I know there's the first weapon we need to get our hands on.
Fancy threads. That some kind of hibernation suit?
Maybe. About those feet, we need to talk about Eugene.
Yeah? What about him?
I read another. She mentioned digging him up for his gold. You first. I know you buried him.
Well, yeah. It's what I'm contractually obligated to do. What's this about?
His gold teeth. Could be worth something if you pull him out.
Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead.
I'll keep a little eye of them, I guess.
Let me know if you find anything.
Yeah, about the fees you wanted anyway on that? Yeah, I'm done. Paperwork, fees, and signatures.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Well, I went away for you for this stuff.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
I'll hold you to it then. Alright, with that out of the way, let's take a look at our journal. We got Die Robot Die, Digits, Long Tomorrow. We need the Cache of Medicine and the Illustrial Manual. The people of Halcyon have short memories, so you can go generation, but, you know, that could lead to people getting yourself killed. But for now, we're going to be... Let's go north. We might as well go take care of the rest of that stuff, and since...
Almost lost a finger in the cannon today.
Just the way it goes, I suppose.
Anyway, let's move. You'll see a lot of these old stuff here. It's like the old advertisements for, like, things like Auntie Cleo, Spacer's Choice, Rizzo's. Anyway, here we are. Ooh. Alright. Oh, we might as well take some supplies and, you know. You know, it's not theft. They're not here, so legally, I find it, it's mine. Mine. Besides, you only get in trouble when you're caught.
Here they come!
Whoa! Bad rat! Whoa!
Don't mess with us.
Let's see what we could get our hands on. Yep, and those little things make little jingles whenever you take a peek. So, you know, better than nature, or it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice. Anyway. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Unlock second story balcony. Here we are. Balcony unlocked. Messages. To R. Thompson. Subject, excellent news. Hey boss, I just want to check up on the new Saltuna Light project. I've been brainstorming some new taglines for the product line, and I think some of them will really catch our customers' attention. And let's see what Thompson had to respond. Dear Lawrence, I appreciate your hard work on behalf of our beloved brand of Saltuna. I just received a response from corporate. They're not interested in your idea of a light version of the Saltuna brand, because they'd rather not compete with ourselves. But they are interested in the idea of a lighter Saltuna. Effective immediately, we have been instructed to use heavier weighted cans, so we can pack them with less Saltuna, thereby saving bits every can. This is exactly the kind of breakthrough our cannery needs. In fact, our logistics department has just confirmed my request to have you transferred from the marketing division to the cannery. Can you imagine, Lawrence? You'll be rubbing elbows with your fellow workers at the canning line, filling each slightly heavier can with slightly less Saltuna, hour after hour, day after day. This is great and tremendous honor for you and me. Effective immediately, your position in our marketing division has been terminated. I expect you to report to our foreman tomorrow morning. Your uniform will be deducted from your pay. You're welcome. Ouch. Alright. Outside, melts on your fork, not in your mouth. Less fat with some salt tuna flavor. It's brine time. Now you're satisfying crunch. Now with the satisfying crunch of cartilage. You can't spell salt tuna without salt. Also can't spell salt tuna with aunts. Potential marketing toward families. Leading scientists say it's still food. The salt tuna will thank you. Warning may cause auditory hallucinations. We'll add more later. So the guy was basically just serving air in a can. Good lord. Tough salve. Alright, we got some stuff, so let's continue on to the next area, and whoop! Whoop! Watch it! Careful! Anyway, let's see. We got some weapons we could put away. We got a revolver. We're gonna sell some of that junk off. What's your weapon, Pavardi? Alright. There we go. Because there's one weapon we need to get our hands before we proceed to the next fun part. There we go. Uh-oh. I better change my inventory, because we're going to need some better equipment. Here we are. Heavy weapons should provide some decency, and best of all, gives a boost to our heavy weapons modifier. Yeah. Neat. Alright. Oh, makeshift low-tech. That's perfect. Yeah, you're gonna need that. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We got a new perk, eh? Let's see. What perk could we get? That should be useful. I don't want to have to be spending time repairing my armor often. Anyway, let's go to that. Let's see what we can chuck in. Alright, we could chuck one of those. And then replace that with some salt tuna. Oh, well. Nothing much here in this... Oh, yeah, mock apples. Not the real deal, but a mock apple a day keeps any, technically won't keep anything out, but hey, it works. If it works, it works. Hey! Grass, 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 grass! That's right. I'm nothing. Just turn the other way. Be good. Thank you. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Hey, Puppet Brow Clam! What do you get when you cross a zebra with a trench coat? Oh, you don't know? The answer is bonk on the head. Uh-oh. Whoa. Uh-oh. Puppet Brow Clam, Puppet Brow Mitch. Whoa! Whoa! Tougher. Give them better armor, increase your determination skill, and give them companion perks that improve their health and toughness. Alright. Light machine gun. Ooh, that's a heavy weapon. Alright, I think that could be a good weapon for now we can use. But it ain't the weapon we're looking for, because there's one weapon we need to get later in the game. As if I can find where the hell that is. There's the big guy. Alright, so... Alright, so the weapon equipment we got is a retrofitted, which is heavy weapon stealth skills. Alright, so we're gonna have to do a... We'll hold on to that for now. Yeah, we got some nice stuff, so let's see. Mag pick, bypass, heavy weapon. Yep, and we got some more equipment, more light ammo. Model spaceship. Gourmet salt tuna. Some spacer stuff right here. And I got a better idea. Let's put some... Alright.
Great work.
Neat. Ooh, more bypass shunts. Rare junk here. Some adrenal time. Then here, ooh. Assault rifle with some heavy ammo. And more bit cartridges and additional stuff. It's always good to carry... I always carry additional auxils because you don't know what kind of speciality you're going to need. Anyway, the assault rifle, that's a light assault rifle. We'll switch from this to this, so... Hey, Bavardi, what's your weapon? Here. I want you to have this. There we go. That should free up some space. Ugh. Well, we should be fine. We're near the community center. Hold up the map. Alright, according to this... we're gonna do a sneak around, see what we can do. There we go, we made the community center. That's good. Whoa! Ow! Walked right into a mine. Seems some of the dumb marauders decided to... wrong button. Watch this. Well, that worked out well. Got some adrenal. Alright. That takes care of most of that. Well, time to enter in here. Mantid Queen examine. I was wondering, these are bait. That is a mantid. Whoa. Hello. Whoops. Let's go take the back door. I just kind of walked right into the front of the enemy's door. Good lord, that was stupid. That was really stupid. We better just take the back door. Well, luckily for us, I think there's a bot. There it is. I always end up finding taking the back door easier than just taking the front door. Alright, now that we're here safely in the back door, they don't have to know that we walked in. Yes, and bread noodles. Full and pure water. Ooh. There's also a cool little trick I also forgot to mention. If your hack skill's high enough, you could actually sell junk to thieves. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we can get our hands on. Everything's quiet at the moment, so... Thought I could sell, but hey. If I check my skills... Did I just tore his body off? Oh, good lord, I did. Oh, good lord, I just splattered him. He just splattered all over the wall. Anyway, let's see. Corporate badge. Yeah, that's barred, so we can't go through here. Guess we're gonna have to go around the horn. Oh! That takes care of those marauders. Wait till I get the harvester perk, and then you basically, every enemy you kill, you get health back. La ammo, marauder, run. Dervish missed, huh? They got everything here. And what's this? Guiding Mechanical Engineers Volume 1. Wonder what that could be useful for, but no matter, we'll figure that out later in our story. Bypass shunt. Here we are. Those are salt tuna. Piece of lore. Salt tuna. Salmonondae salinus. In the ocean and rivers are the heart and veins of the Emerald Vale. The salt tuna is our highly profitable blood. These meaty fish live in the oceans and migrate upstream during mating season. Salt tuna are semiparous, which means they perish after a single reproductive episode. That's why our trusty Spacer's Choice Harvester scoops up their corpses to be cleaned, processed, canned, and delivered straight to your dinner table. Oh. This display of fashions resembles a pair of mighty primals, requiring extensive field research. Let us have a moment of silence for the researchers who gave their lives in the pursuit of authenticity. Those are primals. Basically, big angry monkeys. And here we are. New ones. Canids can be found all over the Emerald Vale in two distinct varieties, domesticated and feral. Feral canids hunt in packs, while domesticated canids can be loyal companions. It is important to remember that these canids is still a wild animal and should be treated with caution. What in the world is this they're working on? Coming soon! Mantiquine. First year, feast your eyes on a giant frilled mantiquine, sovereign of her nest, imported from the wilds of Terra 1 to thrill and excite your imagination. Ugh. Makes you wonder what the heck they're going to be doing. Alright, that's barred open so we can sneak in and out. But for now, we better continue on. Here we are. So we got more stuff here. Oh, neat. We crossed another area. Tremor cleaver. Ooh.
That was quick.
First aid, plasma rifle. Do. Bit cartridge, riot control armor, and a sawed-off shotgun. Unbar this. Use terminal message. Rosenberg. The keycard encoder in the lobby is backed up and running. Hopefully it won't go on the fritz again and start shooting keycards at anyone who walks by. As a reminder, in case it does break down again, you can borrow a keycard from the director or one of the workers in the second floor office if you lose your card. I must lodge a complaint. Your obsession with this Mantiqueen is wasting all of our budget and holding up the development of the entire exhibit. This has to stop. Hello, Mr. Piggott. The letter to update you regarding your request of one adult Mantiqueen. As you remember, our trackers discovered a beautiful specimen out in the wild. Per your approval, we deployed a team of highly skilled hunters to kill for you. We regret to inform you that your entire team has perished. Please expect an invoice from our office, including the cost of the graveside fees and stipulation of our contract. Additionally, we must ask you to cover the cost of all equipment damaged, corroded, dissolved, eaten, or digested, particularly or otherwise. Thank you for your patronage. Please allow me to offer you the opportunity to purchase a second hunting expedition at 10% discount. I look forward to hearing from you. Hunter and Trackers Ltd. Partnered with the Wildlife Eradication Society, a wholly owned subsidiary of the Universe Defense Logistics. Hunter and Tracker Limited, teaching the fauna of Halcyon the cruel realities of existence. Oh, good lord. Well. Finally. Let's see. Skin Tough Salve. Ambidextrine. Anthocon. Hold up. Journal. We need to find the illustrious manual. Well, we got that out of the way. Might as well continue on. Well, that's a lot of crazy stuff, isn't it? And a terror ray. Oh, good lord. What's with the fauna and everything having to have Xeno second jaws? Guess we gotta move on to the next area. I hear a dog, or is that a... Whatever it is, I don't think it's happy. Come on. There we go. Nothing in here. Alright, let's see. That's 215. Pavarti, your weapon? Alright, good. So we got an assault rifle here. 71. Yeah, we're gonna clean house from some of this stuff. There, that should give us some ammo, some parts. Remember, the parts we tear apart is useful for any other item. Ooh. We got some new toys here, some new stuff, so let's continue on. Hello? Abandoned outpost. Uh-oh. Sweet, did we sweep them? Holy crap, we did sweep them. Anyway, we better take some spacers stuff. For those wondering, that stuff is cigarettes. Which basically takes care of certain things, and among other such. I'm glad everything's working so far now. We solved most of my issues. You know, this is, for those reminding, this is the first time I've ever had to stream a PC game off of my computer. Plasma cutter, toughness, and adrenalol. Ooh. New weapon. Let's see. 113. Ooh. I need that, and I definitely know we won't need these. Yes, we got an arbiter weapon. Hello. Message process. J. Bartel. Clement, I must disagree with your theories about the Earth Directorate's place in the colonial system. Sadly, as much as I appreciate the board and the new frontier they opened for us, I believe Halcyon and all the other colonies in this rim of the galaxy will fall to pieces or war amongst themselves if the Earth Directorate wasn't around to regulate trade or settle disputes. Do you think that corporate would accept the mandated inclusion of an Earth minister if they had a choice in the matter? And this is what his response was. Jefferson. Of course I never dispute that Earth is the heart of the whole colonial system, but a real adventure and an independent spirit upon which mankind truly thrives to be found out is here among the furthest colonies. I think you're wrong about history, though. The discovery of the skip drive was not but the Earth Directorate power over the corporates of the high cost of a great war left them in weakened state, and the skip drive was simply an extended leverage the Director needed to pursue power. Louise. So for those wondering, that sounds a lot like Monopoly talk. And I ain't fond of... Ooh, here we are. Is this it? Collector's Lenin. I just got the letter today. Corporate ordered me to relocate to the Edgewater Cannery effective immediately. It's a shame. I was looking forward to running my own gift shop at the community center, selling rare memorabilia, but scripture tells us that all things happen for a reason. Work fortifies the spirit, and all. As for my book collection, I can't bear to part with it. Don't want those books moldering in some contraband locker, so I stashed them all away in a cave by the river. Ah, crap. That means now we gotta go all the way over here. Anyway, let's see what we can find here. Maybe find some rare junk. I could use the additional stuff and maybe things we could find. Oh, so we could have snuck around the dormitory. Dormicile, or whatever the heck it is. Here we are. So, light ammo energy clip. Ooh, Moon Man helmet, accessory comet. Moon Man helmet, yeah. It's a funny little doohickey you can get your hands on. If you want to take a look what it looks like, here. That's what it looks like. Now let's hope to God we don't run into a bitter, angry robot who decides to slam a beer bottle in the head. It's a pain in the butt. I heard that's a pain in the butt to get that out of. Anyway, where the heck is the map? Everything seems to be quiet on the all well on the home front. Primal nest. Oh boy. Ugh. Yeah, that's the thing. We're in basically a primal nest. So though I'm a little surprised we haven't gotten any oh. Okay, Bavardi. How well are you with heavy weaponry? Because I'm giving you a smart gun. Shit, big monkey! Run! Run! Monkey! We pissed off Donkey Kong! Whoa! 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 Big monkey! Whoa! Damn dirty apes! I was not expecting to piss off the whole DK crew. You alive, Bavar? Oh. I better put some healing items right here. We're out of, yeah, we got that. Let's see. No. Here. What do we have here? Ah, that's what we're looking for. For those wondering, the weapon, that's one of the unique weapons we get. It's called All Reliable. It's one of the oops, wrong button. It's a unique weapon that does a lot more damage. Oh, no wonder I was getting beaten up. Tactical shotgun. But we got All Reliable, so that's a progress. Oh, there's a ship up there. Oh, look at that Aurora. You know, for a fictional world, they really got a lot of, Well, at least we got some supplies. Luckily. We just gotta take a look and see. So that's one of the hover derails. Alright, we found the cave. Let's move on. Oh, crap. Oh, there it is. Some supplies. And...
Easy.
Journal of Baku. There we go. We got... Ooh, companions. Don't forget, your companions can level up too. We got a journal. That's good. So we can choose a skill perk. There we go. And Pavarti, I need you to pop some of your engineering skills. I need you as my companion. You're gonna be the guy. You're gonna be the girl to help me out with that stuff. Ooh, 0G brew. Don't mind if I do. Oh, cool. Oh, terror rays. Dead terror ray. Oh, shut it! It's the monkey! Bad monkey! Bad monkey! Whoa, bad monkey! Whoa! Yeah, we just got jumped by a monkey. Really hating those damn dirty apes. Ah, poor bastard. Alright, we got the book. So, we'll go get our companion and just go return back. So, speaking of which, I'll be right back, folks. I gotta go answer the call of nature and get some fluids. So, be right back. Alright, we're back, folks. Sorry about the little detour. Just needed to get ourselves ready, so let's get ourselves back. Forgot, you can also fast travel if you want to. Titus Andronicus. Are hammering in his head.
Another day at the cannery.
Do you think corporate's ever gonna visit?
Here you go. Hey, here you go.
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
Yeah, I got the book right here, friend.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
You didn't want the book to keep... You didn't want the book to keep from others from reading. You just wanted it for yourself.
Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
Why do you think the book held secrets that you were looking for?
Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
What's a philosophist, anyway?
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
A vicar searching for banned books sets a bad example, doesn't it?
The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an original Bakonu journal. But that's neither here nor there.
Oh, we're winning, Larry.
Now to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
Could be a beneficial agreement. You need a ride out of town. I wouldn't mind a ship hand.
Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
This all part of your vicar training?
Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my penitentiary term. Left many an opponent bleeding in the prison yard.
You're in!
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Alright, I could use your help. Anyway, with that, I just want to get another secondary hand. So, first, let's go back here and, Plasma cutter. That looks like a... is that just me, or does that look like a cross between a lightsaber and an Arbiter's beam sword? Because I swear, that looks a lot like it's a hybrid of that. Alright, let's take a look at the next journal we got. Long tomorrow. Alright. Alright, let's see what I could do. Journal, let's see. Fistful, wait, let's go to long tomorrow. Take care of that. Here you go.
I've got some time.
Here, I got the medicine you were after.
Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types.
We're not going to be a jerk. I'm curious, what are you going to be using this medicine
Somebody
to?
deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room?
Alright. What do you do here anyway?
Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Oh, so she's HR. Wow. Alright, I'll leave you be.
I'll meet you on the ship when you're ready to depart from Emerald Vale, Captain.
Alright. I thought I said... Else I need to be doing. So I guess he won't be joining us until we get to the part. So while we continue on, let's go do... We got some new stuff. So we got a tactical shotgun. Let's see. That's light. We don't need anything light. That's 238. I've already... yeah, we'll be fine. So I think what we'll do is we're going to clean out that. There. Now, with that out of the way, let's continue on. Let's see, according to the next journal we got Fistful of Digits. Alright, so we're gonna do some bounty hunting, get some money, and
Something got you down?
Nothing. Just don't want to fall sick.
I'm not allowed in here. Not since the vending machine incident.
Holcomb, got my eye on you, girl.
Hey.
Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident.
What incident?
Ask her if you care. I'm running a business here.
I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
Let's see what you're selling.
Music to my ears.
Let's see. Your merchant skill is equal to your value of your best dialogue skill and is used to negotiate prices while buying and selling vendors. Well, first, we got a 5% discount, so that's good. First, let's sell the junk we got here. So, junk here is just stuff we can clean out. Plus, it frees up inventory space, so... Most of this is just junk, so whatever you get is just sold. Breadworm blood, Terroray wing, flywheel, sprat hide, cigarette lighter, pocket watch, necklace. We make money off of that, so let's see. What could we get? Not the Maxwell. We're not interested in that. We don't need a light machine gun. Let's see. How much ammo we got? Let's see. We got medium. Yeah, I think we're fine on stuff here. That's, We could take one of those. By the way,
Yeah, huh?
yeah. I noticed you mentioned your dad a lot, but never your mother.
That's on account of how I never met her.
How is that possible?
She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
Well, you got along with your dad. You might not have gone with your mother.
Could be. Reckon I'll never know.
You mentioned something earlier when I wanted to ask you anyway on that subject.
Reason why I'm not allowed in the store anymore.
There seems to be a story there.
There was a kind of a thing with a vending machine when I was 12.
Did you steal it or something?
Not intentionally. I've always been good with my hands, right? So I saw a lock on the machine and thought, oh, this must be how they refill it. But I had to know. So I did my thing, and next thing I know, there's a couple hundred bottles of 0G rolling out the front door and into the road.
You picked the lock on a vending machine.
Well, sure. We're not tough. Even back then, before I got real good at that sort of thing. Right about then, a bunch of loaders came rolling in the gate, fresh off the Saltuna ships. And Mr. Thompson was up on the porch making a speech about how everyone would have to volunteer a third shift to get it all canned. Anyhow, you ever seen an auto loader run over a bottle of 0G?
Go on.
Exploded all over Mr. Thompson. One bottle after another as the loaders went by. I was just shy of working age, so Dad had to pay all the damages. Rose still angry at me. I can laugh about it now, but I just about puked up my guts in terror in the moment. That's the one time I ever made Mr. Thompson look a fool.
Let's get back to that. Good lord, that basically must have bit.
I hate you, vending machine.
It's surprising that thing's off. You can't even repair it or anything. Yeah, I ain't touching that. That's I don't want to be doing some illegal crap at the moment, so let's see. Let's go continue on our little quest now that we got that out of the way. Alright, let's go out here first. Looks like all of them are around the area, so...
You think corporate's ever gonna visit?
Anyway, we'll take care of our first hunts, deal with those, and get some supplies and such. Borschtwurst. Yes, it's not the worst until it's borschtwurst. For those wondering, yes, that thing's a pig, and those growths are tumors. In the lore, they basically make pork. They basically solve their pork issue by basically bioengineering a pig that has tumors. They harvest the cancerous tumors off those pigs, and that's how they're able to make ham and pork products from it. Yeah, now a hot dog actually sounds pretty tasty, doesn't it? Are we in the right way, or are we back to square one? Oh yeah, this is back to square one. Anyway, we better move on and start nailing. Hey, Anyway, also forgot to mention, if you like what you see here, don't be afraid to hit that follow and subscribe button. I also have a Ko-Fi page. Like here on the game, I'm a freelancer, so, any amount of money can be helpful. I prefer taking dollars over bits, so kind of remind that. I also have an archive channel. That's basically all YouTube videos from past streams. So if you want to see what I've been watching or miss certain favorite streams, go ahead and click there. I also have a Blue Sky account. That account lets you basically have that I follow, and I also have a VTube as well. So, helps out a lot of stuff. Anyway, let's get ready. Gotcha! Yeah, we did well. That worked out well, and that shredded a lot of those guys. Damn. I like that machine. This is why I like heavy weapons like this. This thing literally just rips them to shreds. Either way.
Nicely done.
Ooh. Pick up some ammo and a mag pick. Huh. Nice. Oh, good lord. I think I just shredded it. And we got Bertie Coton's finger. Next one we gotta deal with is that. Careful. Don't want to be snapping my limbs. Anyway, let's see. Uh-oh, monkey. That's a monkey. Whoa! I forgot those monkeys can dig. Ow, ow, ow. Ow! Little bastard. Again! Damn dirty apes! I mean, what kind of crazy psychopath decide to make monkeys dig out of the ground and pop out like a freaking Diglett? What cruel god would do that? Uh-oh.
Watch out! Wow, not even a scratch.
Yeah, that's not easy. We just basically shot a bunch of pissed off burbs. Now so continue with our... oh, hello. High ground! Ha! I guess Obi-Wan was right. Having the high ground has its advantages. Flat of stick. Alright, that takes care of that. Ugh. Poor Booger lost a head. Eh? Wow! Ow, 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 ow. I walked right into a freaking landmine. God damn, I'm stupid. Why do I walk into a freaking landmine? Ow! Freaking. Alright. 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 Let's rethink. I am not taking chances. That freaking hurts. Law tutorial. Yeah, we get flaws. Food addiction. We're rejecting that. No! God dang it! I'm gonna get myself killed if I'm not careful.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Oh, hey there, friend.
Yo.
Wow, a new face. We're getting popular. I'm Thomas. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
I'm just basically trying to get my ship off the ground.
Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we? Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Never too late to start learning. I could give you a couple of pointers.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Yeah, well, today's your lucky day, Thomas. I got one of these data pads you wanted.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Well, would you believe? Part 1, found it in the community center archives.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
I'll let you know if I find any others.
Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
Alright, I should get going. Looks like we made it to the other side, but, Hey!
I told Thomas to holler if he saw anyone sneaking in around the back.
Sorry.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
I'm looking for Adelaide. I need some answers.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
I'm looking for a G. Reed said something about... I'm looking for a geothermal plant. Know anything about it?
A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Where can I find her?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
Trouble with UI. You got trouble with marauders?
You don't know what enough with the questions means? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
I'll keep an eye out for her.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Unless marauders got her, then don't worry about it. I'll find her. Don't need to worry.
Appreciate it. Honest.
I got a question about Zoe.
I'll tell you what I can.
Well, any idea? How well do you know her?
Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
It seemed so personable. Can't imagine how you didn't get on with her.
She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own.
Any idea where she might be hiding?
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already.
Alright, let's change. You snooped in her room?
Little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about.
Let's go change the subject.
What is it?
Well, I'll leave you be then. You helped me out with that, so there's some canid ferals. She did a pretty good job dealing with at least the canids. And that's the botanical lab. Complete with neon signs and such.
Hey. You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with?
Hey, I was told one of your numbers gone missing.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
What happened on the day Zoe disappeared?
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
Now, trust me, I'm no corporate fixer, but tell me a little about... Was she acting strange before she disappeared?
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
No, we call it blogging. Hold on, there was something else.
Hey, I got time.
I got more questions about Zoe.
I'll help if I can.
Alright, tell me a little more about her.
Zoe was always obsessed with this cereal. Masked marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
What was this? What was this about surprising Zoe?
The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
Alright, that should be enough. I'll go take a look and see the clues. Let's see. Note. Well, today's the day, Zoe. Today's the day you're going to take your destiny by your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talk about the marauder threat. Bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living in camps out in the hills, warming themselves in the light of barrel fires, probably mounting the heads of their enemies on spikes as a warning for the folks like me, living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules. I bet they could take the whole region if they were organized. I've been tucking away some of Adelaine's food, and I got some spare cans of salt tuna. Should last me a couple of weeks if I ration. Got some Adrena time, too. Everyone loves Adrena time, even marauders, right? I got odds those marauders will let me throw in with them if I can dangle a couple of syringes of adrenal time before their eyes. This is gonna be great. Look out, Terra 2. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. I'm gonna have a whole gang of marauders at my beck and call. Maybe I can score some Rizzos. So that's a no then. No more Edgewater for me, no more cannery, no more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'ams, and would you like another? I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake, because I've always hated the cannery. I don't even have to look back at the journal many years hence to tell myself, oh wow, I did hate the veil once, didn't I? Just because I got sick, everybody gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and I grabbed a little too much Adrena time. Is that really a crime? I gotta treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happens to personal responsibility in surviving by one's own bootstraps. Oh, but you misappropriate a box of Adrena time and suddenly you're committing larceny. Ew. Or Zoe. So, now we're not going to steal a poster yet. That's her poster anyway. Anyway, let's go save, go save Zoe. Maybe we can take care of, yeah, let's go take care of Zoe, so. Alright, we got some supplies here. Is this the location where we bat? Oh, that was the location I think we fought, did it? Let's see. Nope. This is another this is another abandoned town. Or at least abandoned settlement, so, you know, hey. Ooh. Skin tough salve. A bypass shunt. Some light ammo. Yeah, looks like some stuff happened here. Let's continue on looking. Hold up. Inventory. Hello? Alright. No one's here. Touching your stuff. At least we got some food. Thinking caplets, dervish mist, antioxidant. Nothing here. Oh. Ranged weapon skill. No, no, no.
Great work.
Ah, we got some armor parts. That's good. Ooh. Plasma rifle. Resident got killed. A combat drone too. Bypass shun. And here we are. Scorch journal. After sneaking parts out of the industrial sector for a couple of days, I think I finally have everything I need to build my own flying death machine. However, upon closer inspection, I was not entirely sure if all of these components would fit together properly. It's not like the board would build their mechanicals with custom tool parts, right? Everything would have to be modular for all these mechanicals to run it efficiently. I'll tool around with the thing for a bit and see what I can put together. After a few hours of experimenting, things are starting to come together, but I still don't have it down to an exact science. For instance, there's something wrong with the memory processing core that I can't seem to sort out. When I tried to install it, the unit made a loud buzzing noise and refused to respond to any feedback. I removed it, whacked it with a wrench a few times, and it seemed to stop the buzzing. Things seemed likely they were working for a few seconds after I installed again, but now there's a sharp clicking noise every few seconds, and the damn thing's right stabilizer won't stop twitching. I try removing the processor core again and give it a few good whacks. That'll learn it. Yeah, and I'm sure that's what the heck happened. He basically blew himself up. I mean, what kind of dum-dum does that? I mean, that's literally, that's like pissing on a spark plug and hoping that it doesn't explode on you kind of thing.
Got it. Heads down. That's the last of them.
Well, that shredded him. Just remember, heavy weaponry does some good damage. Where the heck is that dog I shot? Doge. Doggo. No, you're dead.
You're fast.
Oh, is that a rattler? Good lord. Great. Just as we need to deal on this planet. Rattlers. I bet they're 20 feet tall, aggressive, and they'll basically kill, and they could basically probably eat a man. Probably eat a man, and like, it's like that scene in South Park with that snake. Anyway, let's see. We got a base. Ooh, determination. That should do well. Weapons are T and L. Hmm. Whoa! Whoa!
Look at us.
Okay, that was terrifying as hell. Marauder Thug got... Good lord, I just... Did I just basically... Yeah, we got some brains. This is a new spot I haven't seen before. North Gulch discovered. Okay. Hello? Anybody here? Alright. Looks like somebody got wrecked here. Whoa! Oh shit! I thought those were dead. I thought those were dead. I seriously thought those guys were dead. Anyway, let's see. We got that. So let's get our tech up to 50. Perk. And let's get some... Well, ammo could be good. That could be helpful, so... The... Now, this allows us to move quicker. But at least we're leveling up, so we're getting stronger. Good lord. Well, there it is.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far. Here we go!
Whoa! Hello. We're being flanked. Whoa! Shit, 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 shit. Sorry about that, Papardi. I was not expecting that level of an ambush, but hey, I think we took down a couple of them with us.
Come out and play. Stand and deliver. Always wanted to say that. That had to hurt. That had to hurt.
Here you go. So you must be Zoe.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
You're Zoe. Your people are looking for you.
What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
I've been sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
You need to go back. People are worried about you.
I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me.
What? Well, Stefan was planning to surprise you with an episode of your favorite serial.
Wait, you're telling me he's got a copy of The Mass Marketeer? Why didn't you say so? I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
You know. I need you to clarify something for me.
I'm great at clarifying.
How are you even alive?
I don't know. The The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma.
I'm impressed. How'd you pull it off?
I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
Well, that's your mystery. Anyway. Ooh, frozen dinners. Huh. Guess all that stuff is... Alright, let's continue on. Maybe we can find more stuff. Mag 2 zap. Nothing here. Whoa. Ah, robots. Gotta be careful because... Ooh. And now we're encumbered. Yep, even in this game we got encumbrance, but that's why we solve a lot of our inventory issue by basically just doing the classic cleanup. Alright, clean up, doop doop doo. There, that should free up some space. Well, we got some money and ooh, hello. Ooh, nice. Overhauler's power helmet and a bolter pistol. Neat. Alright, that adds some protection. There, that should be helpful. Stronger power armor means I don't get my teeth kicked in. Tee hee 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 hee. Anyway. Let's continue on. Whoa. Yo, robots. Nope. Better yet, since I always keep that armor just in case, because that means I don't have to blow stunted stuff on it. So let's see, we got a shunt, and we got ourselves there, and a light machine gun. Perfect. Oh, and a bottle of that with some energy cells. Perfect. Let's see, can we fast travel? Yeah, we could fast travel botanical, but first, let's fast travel back to Edgewater. We got some missions. Ooh, Rizzo's Rangers versus Spacers Chosen.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing.
At least you got your health.
Yeah, that's true. Yo.
Something to report?
Yep, I'm here to turn in a bounty.
We pay by the finger. What do you have for me?
Well, we have Artrim's finger here.
Gil Antrim. Real name, Guillaume. Duly processed by a freelancer on behalf of Spacer's Choice. I remember him. was just a kid last I saw him. Shame. I'll just need your signature here, 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 and here. Got any more fingers for me?
Yeah, Doc Maybell's. Let's take a look at that one.
Mabel Burgess. Age 37. Right or left-handed? Let's just say no longer applicable. I remember Doc Burgess. Conducted my physical every fiscal quarter. Guess she couldn't keep her hands off her patient's medicine. Still one outstanding bounty. If you've got a finger, I've got the paperwork.
Yeah, right here, Bert.
Here we are. Bertie Cotton. Cause of death. Let's just say overwhelming physical trauma. Bert was the local preacher before Max took over. Always was quick to remind us that we all get what we deserve in the end. Well, that's all three. I must remember to requisition some more fingerprint to ink. Here's all the compensation you've earned, plus a bonus.
What's this? Juror Dirty Constable?
You've done such a bang-up job hunting down our former workers that I thought it only proper to deputize you. Congratulations.
So many people end up as marauders.
Let me stop you there. It is official Spacer's Choice policy that all marauders, regardless of prior affiliation to the Spacer's Choice brand, no longer qualify as our people.
Sounds like marauders have been a problem for a while.
Ever since the company first settled the Vale. Life's good out here, but it ain't easy. Some folk can't keep pace with the demands of frontier life. Not everyone's cut out to work in Edgewater. Some turn deserter, some turn marauder. None of them get my sympathy.
Yeah, I heard one of your workers shot himself. Eugene, I think.
Uh-huh. I recall young Eugene. Good kid. Nice smile. Fussy about his health, though. Took a little too much adrenatime. That'll do a number on your brain matter. Says so right on the warning label. Violent psychosis is a well-documented and legally accounted for side effect of adrenatime.
There's something else I want to ask.
What's on your mind?
Seems I got some questions.
As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
Yeah. So, who do you work for? Spacer's Choice or Edgewater?
If this is a setup to a joke, you should know I've never found anything amusing in my life. I don't serve Edgewater. Edgewater and the entire region of Emerald Vale serve Spacer's Choice.
And, who do they answer to?
Spacer's Choice is a wholly owned subsidiary of Universal Defense Logistics, which occupies a seat on the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, also known as the Board. I must admit it bothers me that you don't already know this.
You say you're basically a bureaucrat.
Flattery won't get you anywhere with me. The bureaucracy is a noble profession, but not all of us are gifted enough to serve in it.
Alright, I better get moving.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with myself.
Anyway, let's get ourselves out of the region and on our way to back to the botanical lab. Oh wait. Forgot. Before we leave, we better help out our little friend here with her book, since she said her daddy used to do something. Yeah, I'm not stealing salt tuna from those people. And that's the assembly line right there. Ooh. Oh, so that's the secret to their secret ingredient, what they've been doing. Shoving sprats in they've been shoving sprats in there. Yeah, that'll do it. I mean, you know, fish ain't it ain't fish, but you know. Ayo. Here we are. Let's see. Company note. From the Office of Retops and Outpost Administration, symptoms of infection have now reached a critical mass. I have instructed our staff to transform the old domicile into a sick house. Plague is a reality of life on the frontier, and as spacers, we are expected to face up to the reality. And the reality is that we do not carry enough medicine to treat you all. Medicinal treatment is a privilege, not a right. We must strive every day to demonstrate our worthiness of that privilege. If you find yourself suffering to symptoms of implement plague, the best thing you can do for yourself and for your family is don your jumper and come to work. Work fortifies the spirit. Physical illness recapitulates spiritual weakness. Good lord. They literally work these people to death.
Easy.
Nah, well, it's not like they're gonna notice anything. Besides, this was her dad's office. She won't object to it. Right? Right? I'll take the silence as a yes. Now we can go back to the botanical labs. Yeah, I just stole something. But don't worry. As it says, as long as you don't get spotted, you know, don't be a little greedy person. Oh.
What is it?
I talked to Zoe into coming back.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
She joined up with She joined up with the band of marauders. They hadn't heard her.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Thank you. Well, we got good reputation. Let's go find Thomas. Oh. Hey. Thomas.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Never mind. Hey,
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
Yeah, today's your lucky day. Found the second one.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Well, part 2. Found in the cannery.
Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
I'll let you know if there's any more.
Sure. I'd be glad to take them off your...
Yep. I'll go. Whoa.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
You're not kidding.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Okay, that's a little less gross. Reed sent me to make peace. Whoa. Is this your greenhouse? That's the one thing before.
No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
I'm surprised you managed to grow anything out here.
The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up. The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer.
Anyway, it's pretty impressive, though, but Reed sent me here to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Reed said something. Reed asked you to consider coming back to town. I mean, he's willing to make amends, but I wasn't really much paying attention to that.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert power to him. He mentioned the geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Well, he won't let me take his power regulator, and he mentioned your camp had one, so I need to repair my ship and get out of here.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
What do you have against that town anyway?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I'm not too fond, basically, of using someone's dead relative and throw it to get me on your side.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
But you made your point. But seriously, some people have to make a living, so what's wrong with that?
It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery.
Okay, let's say I help you. What would happen to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
You think Reed's just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Now that lady's... Yeah, that lady is like... something else. I think she has a massive beef with Spacer's Choice. Not defending any corporations or anything, it's just... You know, there's something missing in that plot. I need to basically keep looking. But anyway, now comes... Oh. Oh. Hi there, little guy. Sorry, little guy. Anyway, it's a little quiet, but, you know, I'm not picky. Just continuing on. Ugh. A lot of robots around here. Awful lot of robots. Whoa! Uh-oh. Oh, shit!
Don't mess with us.
Jesus, I just killed, Sweet Lord Almighty. I just... Anyway, let's go. We came here to deal with that, so we might as well go down here and figure out what to do. Here it is. Geothermal power plant.
I always wanted to poke around in here.
Well, guess what, Pavati? Now you get to do.
System.
Nice one.
Oh, good. That's a few automatons out of the picture. And some armor parts and upgrades. So, see what we got here. Telescopic staff. We don't need one of those. Here we are. Let's go inventory, gear, stealth skill, and here we are. Scar security fences. Error. Security log inaccessible. Keeping with Spacer's Choice company policy. All security logs have been terminated in the event of a major emergency, catastrophic event, or security breach. Scheduled security update for Spacer's Choice facility are critically overdue. Your last scheduled security update occurred on error date not found. If you are a member of the Spacer's Choice security detail assigned to this location, please turn in your identification for immediate reprimand. Failure to do so may result in immediate reprimand. Good Lord Almighty. Whatever the heck happened, something went crazy. I think either that or somebody installed Bonsai Buddy. Right. Let's clean up some of our... Alright, let's now move on. Let's see what else we can find. Weird how how it makes it sound a little weird, like, yeah, we know, it's not the best choice. I mean, judging from how these robots basically just went crazy... Oh, there we go, a shock cannon. That's what we need. Why do you ask? Well, shock weapons, a little fun factor, have a little nasty effect against robots. Anyway, let's do some cleanup. Alright. Before we go, we better explore one last area because certain areas will close off if we're not careful. My last playthrough of this map, yeah, we're fine. Guess we shredded most of that. Yay. Anyway, with the armaments all set up and such, let's see. Right. Add and all, that should work. But anyway, let's continue on. Oh, that's sealed. Okay, so we can't access that little building yet. If we can access it. Yeah, you're gonna have to get used to that little song repetitively. I mean, to be honest, I'd be going nuts too if I had to deal with that bit the whole time. Could you imagine, seriously, every single time you have to basically get a soda or like a Pepsi and you keep hearing the word catch the wave every time you open a can? Or going at a vending machine and hearing that? Anyway, I'll show you the carnage this thing will do. See that robot? Watch. Yep. That power, that's the power of electrical units. It does additional... It's ineffective against organics, but it's really useful against mechanical units. So it always never hurts to keep certain diverse types if you're looking for. Nope. Here we are. Vending machine discovered and mechanical sentry and
The control room should be off to the right.
Good. Let's see. Do. Alright, I think we got some stuff.
I hope we're doing the right thing.
Oh, we will do the right thing. Don't worry. Anyway, we'll just clean this out, get some parts. Hello? Oh, you're an eager little lady. I was not expecting you to actually literally go jumping for joy every single time we kill an enemy. Okay. You do you. Alright, unlock office door. Return to the route. Let's see the messages. From Spacer's Choice. Mr. Brandon, the letter serves as an informal notification of our company's displeasure towards your management of the Emerald Vale geothermal plant for a reason related to exceeding your staff budget of your last quarterly report. Please select 5 subordinates to be dismissed immediately. Additionally, please contact our office to schedule your official reprimand at your earliest convenience. Failure to schedule your official reprimand will result in an official reprimand. Spacer Choice family would like to collectively remind you that working for Spacer Choice is not a right, but a privilege. Sheesh. From Spacer Choice, to our esteemed members of the Emerald Vale Development and Oversight Committee, I hope this letter finds you wealthy. After due consideration of your last letter, I have identified and terminated no fewer than 5 subordinates who were unable to provide sufficient justification for their ongoing employment. I would like to remind the Oversight Committee that while most of the Emerald Vale has failed to meet its production and output quotas, particularly our agriculture and fishing canning departments, neither of which are anywhere close to profitable, the Emerald Vale geothermal plant remains committed to providing cheap, cost-efficient power to the entire region. Regards, Juno Brandon, Manager. And here's the next one. Mr. Brandon, we have investigated our claims made against the profitability of the greater Emerald Vale region. Our office agrees with you. Agriculture and fishing canning have experienced a steady decline. While the Emerald Vale geothermal plant remains somewhat profitable, our offices are currently investigating ways to implement additional cost-saving measures, which will ultimately lead to a leaner, more streamlined, more efficient geothermal power plant. Please be informed that the Spacer's Choice Development and Oversight Office has taken a significant insurance policy against the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. The office would like to assure you that this insurance policy is a standard procedure. Do not attempt to interpret, understand, or otherwise extrapolate the meaning from this decision. As a special courtesy, we have deployed a proprietary team of engineered specialists to the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. This team of specialists have been instructed to refit and upgrade the plant's population of auto mechanicals free of charge. Thank you for your cooperation. Oh joy, so corporate decided to shove robots into the area. Ain't that a kick in the head?
Nice.
No problem, thanks. Why do I keep saying thanks to her whenever she says that? So... I don't know if anyone's responding, but, you know, I ain't complaining.
We're pretty good at this.
Well, yeah. But anyway, let's take a look down here. Anyway, let's take a look at the terminal right here and figure out what's happened. Error, terminal memory purge, maintenance logs purge, incomplete, 2 files available. Oh shit, someone got purged. Emerald Vale Geothermal Plant, a Spacer's Choice proprietary. I have to borrow your copy of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineer. Radio's been sputtering and I need the reference. I returned the copy to the repair bay. Chaos everywhere. Mechanical's gone haywire. Gunfire, hearing some screams. Oh, lie. I think there was someone's leg. Would like to leave early for the day. Please deduct any delinquency fee from my pay. Thank you, proud member of the Spacer Choice family. Sheesh. Anyway, let's continue on. So, this must be the power plant. Here we are. Well, might as well get this over with. Here we are. Master Control Terminal. Redirect power. Warning. Safety failure detected. High likelihood of moderate to severe structural damage. Warning. Redirecting power to is an irreversible procedure. Processing. Error. Power redirected function has failed. Manual override required. Please activate all 3 electrical track switches. Plant status. Master Control Terminal. This access brought to you by Spacer's Choice. Geothermal operating at 22% efficiency. Power is currently being prescribed to Edgewater Saltuna Cannery Botanical Laboratory. Structural damage detected. Please notify your designated supervisor.
Yeah, huh?
Thomas seems very... By the way, Thomas seems very fond of you.
He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda.
I'm not lately seen a man with a bigger... I've not likely seen a man with a bigger, more obvious crush.
I'm just glad he's alive. That he's okay. I mean, when Mr. Thompson said he was fired, we all expected the worst. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him.
Yep, let's go back to it.
3 switches. That'll be easy enough.
Yeah, 3 switches inside of a giant room full of killer robots. I mean, seriously, what's the worst could happen? As long as they're not marching and chanting about Cyberstan, I think we should be fine. But hey, you know, robots be robots. Anyway. Ooh, 200 bits. Oh boy. Here we are. Let's see what this is. Alright. Let's first unlock the door. Emerald Vale Geothermal warning. The facilities to stay locked down. Authorized passcode require? Alright. Enter passcode. Spacer Thompson. Alright, that's a weird password, but accepted. Welcome, R. Thompson. Alright, let's see what the heck's been going on. Let's see, personal log 79. Chester Higgins again. The hull head, that hull head found him fiddling around with one of the mechanicals, so I had to write him up for tampering with company property. Just in case I'm reading this a couple of days late from now and feeling bad for what I've done, let me just remind myself that I've warned him before. He's always been a little crooked in the skull. He was working on some logic module. I confiscated it. It should be in the lockaway room from the foreseeable future. Personal logs, Estacana, Chief of Security. Doesn't sit right with me. Company's been replacing our guards with automechanicals. At this rate, I'm going to end up Chief of Security with no staff. Just a small army of mechanicals knocking about, guns pointed everywhere which way. Company tells me they're safe. Programmed to treat us humans like their own. People are liable to break down, but the automechanicals never will. I don't know, it doesn't sit right with me, but the company's never been wrong before, I suppose. Oh, geez, let's read personal log number 98 and see what the heck's going on here. Worst just happened. The cow's gone crazy. Locked myself down, trying to gather my courage. Gonna make a mad dash for the control room. Might be able to shut it down. Will deal as the entry of ever room. Access. Automated message number 6. Greetings, Security Chief S. Tanaka. This is an automated message indicated by Spacer Choice Worker Safety Contingency Protocols. A security lockdown has been initiated. This is not a test. Your behavior during this lockdown will be reviewed during your quarterly audit. Anxiety is a common side effect for life-threatening situations endangered by security lockdowns. Fight back against anxiety with an ice cold bottle of Zero G Brew. Zero G Brew, an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, good my lord. Alright, let's see what we got here.
Done.
Friendly reminder, I like to unlock stuff because you get free stuff from this, so... Let's see, 137. What weapon do you use? 320, got it. So, inventory... 238. So we need to access something. Alright. That shouldn't be hard. Oh, that's barred.
Here we go. Don't mess with me. He took one down.
Yeah, I took one down. It wasn't that hard. As I mentioned before, these robots aren't really built to deal with electrical overcharge. Just one hit, jam them in there, and boom. Basically, they all fall apart.
Okay, keep it quiet.
Now, we're just peeking through here, see what they got. Maybe find a clue. But it looks like our friends here basically tried to hide and got killed. Anyway, Let's proceed through the door. Ah, there's one of the... Oh.
There's 2 more. What'll happen to
Uh-oh.
the its folk? Get ready.
Whoa! Well, that was smart. Yeah, poor boogers. Well, either way, that takes... Ooh. Anyway, let's see what equipment we got. Piecemeal is one-handed weapon. Yeah, we don't need that. Am I really encumbered already? Oh my lord, I probably am. Bread noodles.
Self-diagnostics complete. Navigation systems operational. Combat systems operational. It's not the best choice. It's the spacer's choice.
This is odd. Why aren't you attacking me? That's... Hey, wait a minute. I think I remember you. You made it out of the junkyard.
All systems fully operational. Return journey successfully completed. Spacer's Choice would like to thank you for complying with your duties.
This is odd. Why aren't you attacking me?
Hostile actions towards Spacer's Choice mechanics are contrary to logical directive. Conclusion: all hostile automechanicals must be defective in compliance with Spacer's Choice policy. All defective automechanicals must be permanently dismantled. Please allow me to assist.
Wait. Let me get this straight. You want to help me destroy other mechanicals?
Affirmative. Mechanicide protocols loaded. Awaiting confirmation.
Confirmation granted. I like the sound of that. Repair 1. Corporate just sent a team of technicians to conduct a complete refit of all our mechanicals. Every sentry and drone. It's not my place to say so, but doesn't this run contrary to the Spacer's Choice mission of being as cheap as possible? Just in case I'm audited, I would like to formally express how grateful I am to be part of the Spacer's Choice family. Spacer's Choice is the leading brand of all affordable sundries across Halcyon. It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's Choice. Repair Bay Mechanics Log 20. Just finished routine maintenance on our mechanical sentries. I found some strange modifications in their logic modules. I haven't had time to run diagnostics, so I don't know what's been modified. All I know is these modifications were introduced to a recent refit. Company went through the trouble of refitting every single mechanical in the plant not too long ago. Guessing this was the work of those visiting technicians. I filed a report, but my supervisor told me not to worry about it. Said the company knew what was doing. Ordered me to forget about it. I do a bit of sleuthing of my own. Got my hands on a logic module. Time to do a little experimenting. Ooh, what's this? Hostile Ritually Notice. Bought a copy of Young Spacer Guide Mechanical Engineering. Think it's volume P and I need to read it down in the pit. I'm sure I'll do fine. Let's see. Ooh, light machine gun. We got the security chief's key code. Armor modules. Here. Oh, we need Chester's passcode. Oh no.
Go away, Phantom!
Huh? Hello? I know someone's here. You alive?
Go away, Phantom!
I'm not a phantom. I'm just, you know... If it makes you feel better, I'm an organic. Hello?
You're not real. You're not real. You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram.
Calm down. I'm not trying to hurt you.
You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
Okay, so slow down. Tell me what's going on.
Clearly, I mistook you for one of the phantoms of my imagination, which terrorized me on occasion. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
What have you been doing here?
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
Okay, I'm starting to think this guy basically is a few screws loose. You were an engineer?
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
If you're up to mechanicals, you must know a way to stop them.
Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
Alright.
What's eating you?
Where can I find a logic module?
Funny thing, I was working on a logic module just before the mayhem started. Security chief found me and confiscated the logic module.
Alright.
The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy.
What happened to this place?
Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
And you weren't killed?
I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
Down in this hole down? How did you not starve?
Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides.
So you ate sprats?
Braised. Boiled. Charred. Skewered. Sprats are good eating, friend. Chock full of brain food. I specialized in auto-mechanic.
Alright. Right. Was that before you became a Sisty Pig Tycoon?
Oh, before. Definitely before. Sisty Pig Tycoonery was the apex of my long and storied career.
I should be leaving. This peanut, I declare this peanut's officially cracked. Anyway, let's get ourselves back to the swing of things. Well, let's open up this. Oh. Alright, so we got a way to lock around it.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Shut off the steam or shut off these steam valves. Ooh, pristine. Neat. Ooh, pristine. Let's see. This pristine armor is... Ooh, that's a medium basic. That has block. If I remember, skills of defense. Alright, let's deal with those automatons first before we proceed. Doobie-doo. Whoa! Our little friend is able to survive.
If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil?
Well, that's a question. Whoa! Yeah, that should unbar the doors. Whoa! Well, that's basic. This goes to show the true dangers of automation. You don't know what the hell is going to happen when you do.
Celeste, I'm not sure what the right is. Alls I know is the decision's final.
Well, we know that's true. Anyway, let's go take a look around and get some supplies. And we got another one. Neat. Alright. Since according to this, we got 50. We're going to boost our heavy weapons to 60 to speed up reload. Go. Apply that. That out of the way, we can proceed further. So now, I want to take a look before we proceed, because once we return here, that's going to be it. Yep. Anyway, we got that taken care of. Let's get moving back to... Anyway, let's continue on. Back to the basis. She has a point. There is a moral conundrum to this. I mean, there's two sides to the coin.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
I wouldn't mind hearing your opinion.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
Reed tells me the deserters are a community. I just can't destroy what they built.
Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred?
But Reed told me Edgewater's going to die without workers. But on the other hand, Edgewater said we'll die without workers in power.
Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family.
Whoa, did I get a follow? Thanks for the follow.
The Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive.
Thanks, Larry.
I say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way.
Yeah, I see your point.
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
I'm glad you did. I like hearing from you.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Well, don't worry about it. I'd like to hear other opinions. So there we go, folks. We got two choices. We could either help divert the power to the botanical gardens, thus basically getting rid of Edgewater of their area, or we could return it back to here. So that's going to be a tough choice to choose. Are you sure you want to continue? So we got Emerald Vale Geothermal. We can either choose to redirect to Edgewater the Botanical Laboratory. Well, I think she's got a good point. I mean, yeah, Thompson's a dick, but you can't really punish people. And she's basically upset over the whole basic of the Botanical Garden. So, I might be going to Edgewater unless anyone's got any other opinions. If they want to go either to help at the Botanical Library or the Gardens, I'd like to hear the chat's opinion on this stuff as well. So what'll it be, folks? Alright, I guess we're going with the Edgewater. Master Control Terminal. Power safety redirected to Edgewater. Botanical Library power regulator is now safe to remove. Edgewater Saltuna Counter power regulator is now operating operative cache. Additional structural damage detected. Permanent power failure detecting botanical blatant disregard of spacious property has been logged. Please report yourself to designated supervisor for immediate reprimand. There. And preferable, just like home. Hee hee hee. Blueprints. Alright. According to this, we took care of some of the many things. The frightened engineer. Let's see. And we could be fine. Let's see. One-handed melee, block. Yeah, we can. Let's get rid of this. We don't need that. We got medium armor for the tech skill. There we go. There, now we can fast travel. That's what we needed, to fast travel. Let's get back to the botanical labs. Worst cigarettes. Finest cigarettes in Halcyon.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead.
Yeah, well, guess what? I found something.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Here. The elusive part 3. Someone stashed away inside an old geothermal plant.
The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside from you, Ms. Parvati. I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
I should go, thank you.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
Huh. Here's the real truth. Reed, no. Edgewater needs their people back. You doing this out of your entire spite isn't really a smart move. Because all you're doing is just punishing people for one man.
You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
What happened to you, Adelaide? All this anger had to come somewhere.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
Then I'm good. Then I'll make a deal with Reed for you.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same 4 walls together.
Reed isn't going to leave his post. I need some help convincing him.
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. A human body is rich with nutrients.
Okay, gross. You think that'll convince Reed to step down?
I have got a means to cure the plague, and I will not share that cure until Reed leaves town. Those are my terms.
Very well. Enough talk. Guess we gotta make a return back to Edgewater. But to think about that, and there he is, up in the Edgewater Cannery. So I guess we're gonna have to go all the way up there. At least Edgewater's got power. Sometimes I really do wonder if I did the right thing. Either way. I gotta admit, this is a little cheery music. Reed?
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
I spoke at Adelaide. She won't come back as long as you're here.
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes, but I have done my best for this town.
Done your best. The town is terrified of the plague. Abernathy asked me to steal medicine for him.
I am not without compassion for Abernathy's predicament, but the plague has taken a hard toll on us all. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home.
Adelaide's people aren't getting sick with the plague.
I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
This town doesn't even eat anything but salt tuna. Of course you're gonna get sick.
You are disparaging our parent company, and it is not appreciated. We are a Spacer's Choice salt tuna cannery. We eat salt tuna here, and only salt tuna.
Pretty sure it's the food's making you sick. No, but wait, sick. But anyway, what exactly are you putting in those cans?
Processed, liquefied, retextured salt tuna rendered in a chemical bath, of course. Well, mostly salt tuna. We've been experiencing a salt tuna shortage, you see. So we've had to improvise. We've added wood chips, some mushrooms, bit of sand, tossed some canid bits in our processor once. It all tastes like salt tuna in the end.
Can't be healthy.
Health is a state of mind, friend. Afflictions in one's body are reflections of afflictions in one's work ethic and attitude. Now listen, I do not know what pretty rhetoric Adelaide has fed you, but plagues are a simple fact of life.
Adelaide found a way to grow food. She'll come back if you step down.
You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
Well, here it is. She's been using human corpses in her fertilizer.
Adelaide has been using dead bodies in her fertilizer? Come to think of it, that's a stroke of brilliance. What a remarkably efficient solution. recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration. I was wondering about those missing bodies in Silas's cemetery.
I'm not in the mood to argue. I'm not in the mood to argue. You want Adelaide's help? Step down.
You're right. I am being obstinate. If the best thing I can do for this town is to stand down, then stand down I shall. If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
This can't... So what's your plans now after this little sudden resignation?
A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them.
Why not?
No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement.
You don't like outside the walls, you know.
I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week.
Can't be easy for you.
I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy.
Well, you don't have to do this. You don't have to resign. You could, as you said, you could do a transfer.
I do. Adelaide's found a cure for the plague, and she knows how to tend a crop. She's what this town needs.
Very well. Take care, Reed. Well, we might as well return back to the map and get back to this area. Help the chairman and his Minister Clark defeat our foes.
Look at that. The snake's come back.
Well, remember, this snake just talked Reed into leaving, so now you can go back to Edgewater.
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
Well, let's just say this. To be honest, Reed Thompson ran the whole place of Edgewater to the ground. It's better off with you running in that place than Reed.
You telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Well then, take care. Well, might as well come what we got here for.
So, you got that?
Yeah. And before you make a judgment, nobody's here, so... She's not here to see it, and they're going to already abandoning the post.
Sorry. I'm just trying to figure out what to do is all.
Well, Adelaide tells me she's moving back to Edgewater.
Adelaide said that? Was she sober at the time? I never imagined she'd step foot in Edgewater long as Reed ran the town. Something must have changed in Edgewater. Adelaide's good as family. If she's going back, so are we.
Alright. Good luck on your life.
Never liked Reed much. Can't say I'm sorry he's gone.
Alright, leave you be.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Oh, thank you. Hey, Zoe.
Home is where the heart is. Marauders took that saying a little too literally.
No problem on that. Most of all the doors are shut and closed, so... You know, power's all locked up, so any last minute, gathering or such will have to be surface level. Anyway, I think we can always return back later in the future when we need stuff. I don't mind. Uh-oh. Hi, Adelaide. I didn't touch anything. Bye. Anyway, let's return back to our map. Go back to the landing pad and hand that logical core to a certain somebody. Oh, hiya there. Excuse me.
Never seen the Veil lit up like this before.
Yeah, like your right ear. You mentioned a logic module. I found one in the geothermal plant.
Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the Resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple of bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Yeah, thank you. Stock stick and bit cartridges. Neat. Hi there. Don't mind me.
Great work.
Come on, come on, come on. Uh-oh. Hi. Sorry. I guess basically we can't go stealing through that junk. Alright, no worries. Here, you get an upgrade. Alright, we don't have to worry. We get parts, but no worries. We freed up. Anyway. After being encumbered 1 too many times, you no longer function when encumbered. You only get 1 perk point, but, you know, hey. That stuff, need to sleep. See you tomorrow. No worries. We're going to probably wrap up afterwards once we get our ship operational. We're level 7 anyway, so we should be ready. So we should be ready soon, so let's wrap up our thing and get ourselves ready. But, before we go, I think we better pick up on some supplies before we depart.
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet.
Alright, before we go,
Music to my ears.
let's see what we got. Ooh, quarter off. Neat. Let's sell some stuff here, and I'm going to sell junk. So, first, Primal Hide. Ooh, Adelaine's watch. Okay, that'll work. Let's see, what armor can we get our hands on? Bah. Let's see. Well, first, let's get some ammo. We're gonna need some light ammo. Energy cells. I think we're also gonna need some shunts and some of these. Alright. Let's see, we got stealth skill. Alright. Thank you. Now we can get moving. Oh, we're done here. Let's go. Let's do the one thing we need to do. Get back to our ship. But I think I saw some primals on the other side. Let's go take a peek there and get some resources. Oh, Mantis Swarm. Alright, so with that, we'll finish up one last little peek here, get some experience, and then just boogie on out. Alright, just do one last check. Rats. You want to... Because I read them doing last minute checks, there's a high chance we're probably not going to be back here for a while. So I'd rather get everything I need before we depart. Because after that, that's it. We won't be returning back for a while. But either way, we should be ready. With the power actuator, we can now do one thing we need to do. Get off.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine. belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
I can understand not wanting to go back. You didn't seem happy in Edgewater.
Well, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
I'd be glad. I'd be glad to have you along. Pick a cabin, it's yours.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Well, that works out well. Hopefully that does. So, with that, we got 2 new members, of course. I'm sure the... Oh!
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Alright. Anyway. First things first, we gotta do is... listen to that purr. Oh, hey, Pavardi. Alright, with that...
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community.
Hold up for a moment. Alright, we're gonna pop this out here, and then we're gonna snooze it again.
What can I do for you, Captain?
Alright. Well, I installed the power regulator, Ada.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Yep. Well, here we go. All I gotta say is, let's get the hell out of here. Against all odds, the Unreliable takes flight. I'd say basically this is appropriate. So, first off, we better save our game here.
I received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Alright, I want to hear from him.
Ah, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Yeah, I've been feeling a little lightheaded, and apparently I have the power to summon Zawoldo. So, is that normal? Was that the shit you kind of injected me when you before you launched me into a drop pod?
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Why do I need a nav key to live on the planet? Your guy was able to land on Emerald Bay without any problems.
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kilkelly.
Alright, I guess I'll have a word with Gladys if that's the case.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Really? You want to explain what this holographic shroud is?
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
You mentioned this thing has limitations?
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
Why do I need a gadget for this? Couldn't I just steal a uniform or something?
A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy serial? What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise?
It works all the time.
The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It modulates your voice and sweetens your breath.
Wait. How the hell does a hologram sweeten your breath?
Science, that's how.
Alright, I'll put it to good use.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Got it. But before we go, let's go pick up the shroud. And then after that, we're going to have to... I believe now would be a good time to end our stream.
Would you like a reminder on when your next shower is scheduled?
What? Here we are. The holographic shroud projects a disguise on you and your companions, giving you access to restricted areas, providing you have the correct ID cartridge for the area. Restricted areas are off limits by authorized personnel and otherwise results in being attacked on sight. Oh, good. We also got something we could... Uh-oh, wrong button. That's a way of wasting some supplies. This is a good way of putting some low-end stuff we don't need. Like, let's see. We got retrofitted heavy armor, but... regretfully, we're gonna have to end our stream. So let's save our game. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Alright, so we're gonna basically put it right here. Alright, selected save. Yep. And I believe we'll quit the game here. And we're gonna first off, before we do that, let's get ourselves back into our transition scene, just in case. Next, we'll quit the game here, and that should be it. There we go. And talk about that! Already, after our first part, we left basically Emerald Bay and are already starting on our space adventure through the Outer Worlds. hope you all like tagging along. It went pretty well. Gotta thank Lizard Guy for the follows. I also gotta thank Tiberius Jackal. Glad he's like that. Also Dr. Collegist, among others. So, I also got more we could thank. I just got to, let's see, go back here, take a look at our moderator stream. Go to the channel, see what we got. Alright, Alright. So let's see. I gotta thank the following people, so let's do this. So, first things first. Alright, let's see who we have to thank here. Double O Alia, Double O Ava, Double O Darlin, A Lonely Girl, H5's 8 Row, ASMR Mew, Creative Spot, Donk7, Drapesnat, Floxty, Mark Singh, Pisha, Regress, Tarsai, Vice Marie, and Yo Sharpa. Thank you all for the fun. So, with that, I believe we're going to basically end our stream here today. And if there's anyone still interested, I could... let's see, what could we do? I could do a raid. Let me just pop this baby out here. Pop it as an alternate channel. Let's see who we can raid. Huh. I wonder what games in Kyrie's playing. Ooh, Retro looks like she's playing some Banjo-Kazooie. So, I'm gonna unleash you all, if you're still lurking and such, to some Banjo-Kazooie. So, you all have a good one. Whoops, I forgot to push the button. Shoot. Come on, here we are. Start the raid. Alright, we're gonna do a raid on Enkyrie. So, you all have a good one. Have a good night. Pleasant tomorrow. See you all Thursday as we continue more of our stream of, hold up, let me get myself bigger. There we go. Get ourselves better into the world of, the Outer Worlds. But until then, have a good night, and, keep on sailing that astral sea, you space cowboys. And say hi to Enkyrie for me.